And I'm just here today to share my view of how this government shutdown and proposed tax increase would affect my business. I have to tell you that I'm really disappointed in Governor Dayton and his tax the rich, class warfare rhetoric. For business owners like myself, he knows full well that it's a pass-through tax, that he says he's taxing the rich, but as a subchapter S, a business owner, I'm always rebalancing my expenses, and whether I'm getting hit with a rent increase or equipment cost increases or a tax, I rebalance my business expenses. And the biggest expense for business is always employees. I mean, anybody in business will tell you that. It's by far and away the biggest expense businesses have. So when you rebalance business expenses, that's oftentimes where you go. And you know, we've had, what, 2-3 years of this sort of punishing time where you sit across the table from your employees and you don't give them raises, or you have somebody interview and you'd like to give them a job, but you know, you think, geez, probably just really isn't the time right now. And it's always unfortunately the lowest people on the ladder that get punished by this stuff. And I believe that Governor Dayton, he's a smart guy. He knows how business works. He knows he doesn't have a direct line to my bank account where he can just take my savings. He knows that businesses rebalance their expenses and it flows through to the folks there. So to play the, you know, to play the tax the rich card against business owners like myself is just not, I don't think it's fully honest. I think you should be telling the whole story, that it is oftentimes a pass-through tax to people. I'm in the richest 2%, but I didn't start there. I started my business out of my laundry room. I've created, you know, 40, 50 full-time jobs, not to mention over the 20 years, all the people that have come and gone through the company where careers have been started. When I deal with my business, I have complete control over the checkbook, right? I can dip as far into the funds as I want to. But I know if I dip too far in, I'm eating the seed corn. It's the seed capital for the businesses. And if I dip in too far, I can't grow my business. And I really feel like that's what he's telling the folks out there. It's okay to eat the seed corn. You know, and it's not. That's the money that we use to grow our businesses is what causes jobs, raise, and economic prosperity, and that's where true wealth comes from. I'm really proud of the Republican Senate and House members that are standing their ground and saying, no, we're going to be fiscally responsible. We do it in our families. Every one of us does it in our families. You don't overspend in our family, and you don't use trickery to try to overspend. You don't overspend in your business. If you overspend in your business, you're going to go out of business. You overspend in your family, it's going to be chaos. You just don't do it. And at some point, you just have to put your foot down and say, no, we're going to live within our means, and we're not going to push the envelope any farther. So I think they're doing a great job, and I'm very appreciative of their stance.